Zomato is taking yet another risky step of giving up their iconic name and rebranding themselves. In one of our recent videos, we discussed how Zomato has diversified towards the live event market, which was a risky step as well. So it is finalized that Zomato is going to drop their iconic name Zomato and rebrand itself as Eternal Limited. Now the main thing to clarify is that the app remains Zomato, but the parent company name has changed to Eternal Limited, which was Zomato until now. So if this is clear, let's move forward. I will break down what's really happening behind this massive rebrand chaos. Why was this name change important when Zomato already has a major brand value? Is Zomato the first company to announce this move? And how will Zomato benefit from this move? But before we jump into the video, let me quickly introduce myself. I am Hiral and welcome to Level Up with Hiral, where we talk everything entrepreneurship and break down complex business topics, startups and industries so that you can level up your business quicker. Please hit the subscribe button because one small effort on your end helps us reach many more people. When we think of food delivery in India today, the first name that comes to our minds is almost always Zomato. That distinctive red logo has just become so familiar with us. But Zomato's brand value didn't build overnight. It's the result of strategic brand building over more than a decade. Zomato started in 2010 as a restaurant discovery platform. Back then, it was simply a digital menu card service helping people find restaurants and check their menus online. The transition to food delivery came much later in 2015 when they saw the massive opportunity in not just helping people find food but actually bringing it to their doorstep. This evolution was perfectly timed. As smartphone penetration increased across India and internet access became more affordable because of Ambaniji's Jio, Zomato positioned itself at the intersection of technology and convenience. Zomato's branding success begins with its strong visual identity. The red color isn't just eye-catchy, it creates urgency and stimulates appetite. There's a reason food brands use red color in their logos. Their delivery bags became moving billboards throughout Indian cities, creating constant brand visibility. The Z logo is simply yet distinctive enough to be recognized instantly, even from a distance. This consistency in visual branding in app icons to delivery partner uniforms helped cement Zomato in public consciousness. On top of it, Zomato's marketing strategy has been nothing short of brilliant in terms of relatability with Indian consumers. Hyperlocal relevance. Their billboard campaigns often feature location-specific jokes that only locals would understand, creating a sense that Zomato was one of us. Social media mastery. Their witty, controversial social media presence turned the brand into a personality rather than just a service. The tweets and posts frequently go viral for their humor and cultural relevance. Festival campaigns. From Diwali to IPL seasons, Zomato consistently created campaigns that tapped into what Indians were celebrating or talking about at that moment. Meme marketing. They were the early adopters of meme marketing in India, creating shareable content that spread organically and made the brand part of everyday conversations. Their delivery partners, easily identifiable in the red color t-shirts and delivery bags, have become such a common sight in Indian cities that they're now a part of urban landscape. And after all of this, on 6th February 2025, Zomato decided to drop their name, which was directly synonymous to their brand value. When Dipinder Goyal was asked why he did this, he replied, "When we acquired Blinkit, we started using Eternal internally to distinguish between the company and the brand or the app. We also thought we would publicly rename the company to Eternal the day something beyond Zomato becomes a significant driver of our future. Today with Blinkit, I feel we are there. But Zomato isn't the first company to do something like this. Brand name changes are usually not just about getting a new identity. They reflect a company's vision for the future. Amazon, Facebook, and Google all changed their names or rebranded in some way when they outgrew their original purpose. Google started as a simple search engine in 1998, but over the years, it expanded into multiple industries: self-driving cars, smart home devices, life sciences, and even high-speed internet. With so many different businesses under its wing, calling everything Google became confusing. So in 2015, the company restructured itself under a new parent company called Alphabet Incorporation. This allowed Google to remain focused on internet-related services like search, YouTube, Android, Gmail, etc., while other ambitious projects operated independently under Alphabet. And what was the benefit? It showed investors that Google was no longer just a search engine. It was a tech giant shaping the future. The restructuring also enabled ambitious projects like Waymo and Verily to operate independently, fostering innovation without impacting Google's reputation and core operations. By allowing its core business to operate separately from experimental ventures, the company saw massive growth. Revenue soared from $74.9 billion in 2015 to $90.2 billion in 2016, eventually reaching $350 billion in 2024. Facebook started in 2004 as a simple social networking platform, but over the years, it became so much more than just a social media company. It acquired Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and worked on artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. In 2021, Mark Zuckerberg had a new vision, building the metaverse, a virtual world where people could interact using VR and AR. Since Facebook was still associated mainly with social media, the name didn't fit the company's future ambitions. That's why it was rebranded to Meta. Starbucks started with Starbucks coffee and now is just Starbucks. They dropped coffee to tell people that they don't just serve coffee. In a similar way, in recent years, Zomato has started exploring many new businesses such as Zomato. This is the core platform that offers online food ordering and delivery services across India, connecting users with a vast network of restaurants. Blinkit. Formerly known as Grofers, Blinkit is a quick commerce platform. Zomato acquired Blinkit in 2022 for $568 million and it now operates in over 30 Indian cities. Hypopure. It is Zomato's initiative to supply high-quality ingredients and kitchen products directly to restaurants, ensuring better food quality and safety standards. District. It is an app designed for discovering and booking entertainment events, dining experiences, and more. With all these different businesses, the name Zomato was becoming too restrictive as it only represented food delivery. By renaming itself to Eternal Limited, the company signals that it plans to expand into many other industries beyond just food. Why was this change of name a good decision? First reason, the word eternal suggests long-term vision, stability, and limitless possibilities. This aligns with the company's goal of building an ecosystem of services that go beyond food delivery and groceries. Other companies like Google and Facebook did the same when they realized their original name no longer represented everything they did, as I have already explained earlier. Second reason, if Zomato had remained just a food delivery company, investors might have seen it as limited in growth potential. But with a name like Eternal Limited, it shows ambition, suggesting it could become a tech giant with businesses across multiple sectors. For example, when Facebook rebranded to Meta, it made it clear that they were focusing on the future of AI and the metaverse. Similarly, Zomato's move to Eternal Limited helps reshape its identity as a multi-industry powerhouse, not just a food delivery brand. Another reason is that by creating a broader identity under distinct legal entities, protecting each from liabilities and financial risks. Understand this with an example. Imagine you own a business called Reliance, which initially focuses on retail. Over time, you expand into multiple industries. Jio Telecom, Reliance Retail, Reliance Oil and Gas. Now let's say Jio faces a major lawsuit due to a data breach. If Jio is legally part of Reliance as one single company, the entire business, including retail and oil, could be affected. You might have to pay damages using money from retail or energy profits, and investors could lose confidence in the company. But Reliance has structured itself so that Jio, retail, and oil and gas are separate businesses under the Reliance umbrella. This means the lawsuit will only impact Jio, not retail or energy sectors. This strategy allows big corporations to take risks, innovate, and expand while keeping their core businesses financially secure. Another smart strategy that Zomato used through this whole new version of its identity. Each business under Eternal actually strengthens the other. Restaurant data from Zomato helps Hypopure know which ingredients to stock. Blinkit's quick commerce infrastructure complements food delivery logistics. The event ticketing business drives customers to restaurants before or after shows. User data across platforms creates deeper customer insight than any single app could. This ecosystem approach is similar to how Apple has created a tightly integrated ecosystem. iPhone users buy AirPods, Apple Watches, and MacBooks, which make it harder for them to switch to competitors. This leads to stronger brand loyalty and more repeat purchases, keeping the business thriving. Well, we did talk about a lot of brands that have changed their name, but there are plenty who haven't despite being such huge conglomerates. Can you tell us which companies are these in the comments below? Well, all in all, for Zomato, this new step of switching their past identity for the new one seems like a well-strategized step. What do you think about Zomato's rebrand to Eternal? Is it a smart strategic move or a risky bet? Will this be the beginning of India's next global tech giant, or is it trying to run before it can walk? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. For more such interesting business breakdowns and analysis, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Level Up with Hiral. Ciao for now.